surrounding the 400 block of 9th Street West is residential. So we're hoping that if anyone saw anything, heard anything, or captured what happened on their surveillance footage, we want you to know that you can remain anonymous by reaching out to Crime Stoppers. And also, if your house caught anything on your surveillance cameras, you can submit that to Crime Stoppers and receive a cash reward the same manner you would if someone called in a verbal tip. So again, if one of the houses caught anything that happened this afternoon, you can submit that video to Crime Stoppers and you can get paid cash just as you would if you called in a verbal tip.
This is literally 5 minutes down the road from where we just had a homicide an hour before this. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, immediately it's heartbreaking because each and every day we get to meet so many good people in Birmingham, and here you have a situation where you have two men that have lost their life in our city probably within minutes from one another when you start going back and looking at the times these were dispatched. And also I think it just speaks to what our patrol officers and detectives go through each and every day. Here you have two homicides in the same precinct within minutes from one another. So it just speaks to the character of our officers. They do this each and every day and they answer that call.
What's this say about, I mean, it's another deadly day in Birmingham. By far not the least. I mean, what is it going to take?
I think Councilor Tate said it best in her conference today. Violence in our city is an epidemic. And until we as an entire community stand up against violence, you're going to continue to see these bold acts take place. This is the third homicide this week that has taken place in broad daylight. Again, this is the third homicide this week that has taken place in broad daylight. We go back to Titusville. That happened in broad daylight. We just had the incident at Bessemer Road, broad daylight. Here we are in the 400 block of 9th Street West, broad daylight. The people that are pulling the trigger have it in their mind that they can get away with stuff like this. That's why they're doing acts like these in broad daylight. We have to send a message that if you do this in our city, there's consequences.
Is the gentleman in the driver's seat or the passenger seat?
We'll just say he's in the vehicle to protect the investigation.
And I realize y'all already have somebody in custody on the other one. Somebody's going to ask, any chance these are connected?
Unknown at this time. With this happening so close to one another, it's just unknown at this time.
Do you believe he was shot while he was in the car? Like, was he shot here? Like, did he just crash here? Because you said they were dispatched to a vehicle crash.
Yes, ma'am. Great question. We want to hold off on going too much into detail. We do know the vehicle collided with a residential structure nearby and then rested where that vehicle is now. So something took place nearby. We just want to hold off on giving too much information out, but great question.
We just left an event at City Hall dealing with gun violence and trying to stop that. One thing that was quoted said that police is not going to be able to stop this. It's going to be a community thing. Do you believe in that, and how can that bring some type of change to stopping this right here?
Well, one thing, as a police officer, we have to humble ourselves and say we are first responders. The key word is we respond. The community plays such a vital role in preventing acts like this happening. And also the community plays a vital role in getting individuals that choose to commit violence in our city off of our streets. And we can't stress how important that relationship is, community and police, because we've seen the success when the community gets involved, and we've made several arrests recently because of the help of the community. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.